Hello and welcome along. Today we are back on the west coast and we're down here at field... which field is this? This is field 14. So we're going to get our TW35 setup running on this because... with some courseplay, because just over the fence here our potatoes are ready to harvest. So we're going to get harvesting those as well. So let's jump in. Starter up. And then we'll get courseplay going. So we want to go field 14. We're going to go... Let's have a look at the map. We're going to go east-west. Starting in the southeast. Sorry, southwest. There we go. And we're going to go east-west. We're going to do 3 headlands starting there first. And let's have a look at that. So that looks like... finishes in perfect place, actually. Cool. Absolutely wonderful. So we will set him off. There we go. Oh, and we need to disable that. Jump out, and we will head back up this way now that he's heading off. Here we have the Grimmie. So this is the standard Grimmie Tektron 415 that comes in the game. The most unfortunate thing about Farm Sim at the moment is that there's not really a good potato harvesting mod. If someone does know of one, please let me know. But yeah, as it stands at the moment, I don't know of a good potato harvesting mod. So we are just going to use the standard in-game one. And we're going to head round. Oh, let's unfold our tool. Excellent. And then we'll start it up. And get going around the field. So I'm hoping for a pretty good harvest off this. It is fully, well, it's been ploughed and it's been fertilised fully and everything. So we should get a good number of potatoes off here. Oh, New Holland vehicles are on sale. We don't have anything we're after at the moment, I don't think. But yeah, might be quite useful, especially if we sell some of these tatties. We'll have to go and check that out maybe later. But we're going to get the headlands of this out first. Of course, the big issue with these, with the in-game harvesters for potatoes, is that they're not that wide. So, this kind of thing can take a little bit longer. So we might find that we end up doing this for a couple of episodes to get round and get everything done. We're going at a fair rate though, so I'm not too worried. It all depends how quickly we get this out. We are at 25%, so I reckon if we can get round to the other side of the field, sort of back to the entrance, we should do pretty well with unloading this. And then we can hopefully get this doing a hired worker up and down. We're doing more harvest. Should be should have that ability fairly well. And I need to think what I'm gonna sow in here next time. And then I don't think we've done any soybeans on this map yet, so that might be quite a good thing to do. We are going to be at 50% well before we get back to our entrance, so we'll probably have to unload this halfway round next time. Yeah, there we go, 50%, and we're about 2/3 of the way around the hill. I wouldn't say we're 3/4, 2/3 certainly. So I reckon we will get back down the far straight. Hopefully we'll have enough space to we'll have enough space to do the let's turn course play off on this like that. Yeah, I can't adjust the unloading conveyor. So what we'll have to do is hope that there's enough space for us to unload. Now I think this will pretty much fill our trailer, which is why most of this field I'm going to be doing on I'm going to be doing carting rather than harvesting, because we're going to be constantly running back and forth, I think. The alternative is to set up a course play course, which might be doable. We are thinner going around this way, so maybe it won't take up quite so much. But we'll see. We'll see where we get to. We just need to keep that close eye on how full we are. There we go. Because we're not filling quite so much now, because we only actually have half a row that we're picking up. Which is an interesting thing to remember. If we're seeding at 6 meters, this is only a 4 meter header. We're 92%, 93%. To run across the field and grab our tractor when we get full. We do have enough space to unload here. 97, 98, 99. Oh, right, there we go. We have a very little bit at the end. I'm quickly going to run back across the field here, through the rows of potatoes. There we are. Right, start up this. Our TW15, even though it says TW5. Which is our cracking little tractor. And if we drive where we've harvested, we'll actually be better off. Because otherwise it's like driving over a ploughed field. I meant to go and cultivate between the rows, but this is one of those things which would be really cool to have. Right, let's see how full this trailer gets from this. Ah, we're in the wrong place. I think this trailer is going to get absolutely full. Looking at the height that it's dropping from. Yeah, there we are. That's filling that trailer really quickly. So, yeah. What we might be wise doing is getting another trailer. Because that, well, it only takes 80%. So we need, actually, that's the thing. We need to make sure that our harvester doesn't get higher than 80%. If we can constantly cart with that, we'll be good. But you can see the problem just then with driving over the bits of the field that isn't planted. It got pretty rough. There we go. Normally, of course, you wouldn't have that issue on a potato field because you drive, doing fertilising and things, you drive over those bits so much it becomes pretty hard ground. Right, we need to work out where we're going to store this. That's a good question. Right, if we're putting harvester down this end, I am going to store it in the far side of this. So the other side from where our where we store our stuff on the IT runner Tatra or the hook lift Tatra. So we'll put it down this side here. Pretty good storage area. There we go. Alright, let's get this going again. So actually that's pretty good. That's only a single so I didn't edit anything out there. That is there is a single jump between these two, which is massively useful to us. Means we can flip between the two quite easily. We're looking to not fill more than 80% now. Judging by how much we've got, we might hit by the end of the field. I'm not sure. What we will end up doing is setting this on a hired worker. Because I'm very conscious I don't want to lose time running back and forth. There we go. Even if we might end up with a slightly longer episode, but we'll see how we do. It may be one of those things that we finish off while we're doing something else as well. There we go. It starts off really thin. It's a bit of an odd setup on this field. I don't think I quite got it right when I planted it. Best way for that would have been slightly different, I think. Catch that end row. We'll start work on here. There we go. Clear that out. We're at 60%. Let's then set this going. Hopefully it'll do okay. There we go. Right. No, down now. So bring that down and head back out to the field in our TW15. I think the harvester is going to do a stop unload, but we're going to be... So we're basically now going to be doing lots of back and forth in this tractor and trailer. Basically trying to keep this harvester empty. We'll wait for it to come back down this way. It seems to be handling that okay, actually. We'll see how it does. How's it going to handle this turn? Yeah, not too badly actually. Pretty well, in fact. He's at 71%. So I think he's going to do a stop because we're set up that way. Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to jump out and set this up. Just want to get that last few bits. Come on. Where's the rest of it? Right, we'll go and empty this then. Because we are at 99%. So it's going to be a lot of that. It's going to fill up. It looks like it's going to fill up fairly quickly. The other thing we need to watch is he's going to hit the telegraph poles, so we need to make sure that it steers well clear of those. But it is, yeah, it is one of those things where we could really do with a larger trailer. So that holds about, we're at 80%, that holds about 19,000 litres of potatoes, that harvester. So we really need a 32, I think a 32, no, 34 1,000 litre trailer. The trouble is, I'm not sure our TW15 could pull any of those. Let's have a look. So a 34, there we go. You're looking at something the size of the Joskin Transpace or the Cramper. Yeah, nothing here. Oh, the lorry would do it. Our lorry would do it, but we don't have anything really about here that would handle that kind of level to get 2 loads off it. So I'm happy just sort of sticking with this trailer at the moment. Just, as I said, we just need to make sure we're doing okay. Why is our Grimmie blocked? Well, it's off again. At 12%. He's doing a little bit of a curve by the looks of things. We might actually take over because we're not that full, so we might as well just keep going ourselves for a little while till we get out into the straighter part of the field. And then we can straighten this out as well, because this is not behaving itself quite as it should be. We'll make sure we can do this. So, part of the reason why I did potatoes is because I do want to do pigs eventually. And we're doing sugar beet, of course, on Upton. So, doing potatoes is a little bit different. Something that doesn't tend to get done a lot. You know, you get lots of other harvests, but not really potatoes or sugar beet in Let's Plays. So I quite like doing different stuff, which is why I want to do this. It's quite cool. quite interesting. We are going to have a lot of potatoes off this field, though. I mean, an enormous amount. We're already 30,000 litres of potatoes in storage. And we are a fraction of the way through this field. And this was not a big field that I decided to do potatoes on. So I'm really quite happy. I think we're going to do some more, because we've got this harvester, I think we're going to do some more potatoes as well. And potatoes aren't worth a huge amount of money. But they do produce a lot. So it's one of those things that balances out. Yeah, we should, I think, be able to avoid catching our unloading conveyor on the on that. We should be able to make it round it, I think. It should be good. Because it doesn't fold in the unloading conveyor on this. Otherwise it'd be folding in every time we turned, because it's on the same button as the lift for the front. There we go. Might be interesting when we come, not when we come back this time, but when we come back the next time, because we're going to have the conveyor in towards this this telegraph pole here. So I'm going to have to watch that, and it goes out more than a single width's worth, so we shall see where we end up. Might take a little bit of interesting manoeuvring, this, I think. There we go. And round. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it the whole way through this field today, but we're going to get about 3 or maybe even 4 loads out. So we will see how we go. Ideally at this point, I want to be heading up at 75%. So when we turn around this time, we pretty much want to unload anyway. Oh yeah, you see, that's going to catch on there very badly. There's no way I can avoid missing some, because we can't get close enough to the telegraph pole. Without doing some damage to our harvester. And the same on the way back. So we'll have to overload slightly, but that's all right. We'll get to the barn and back before we have an issue. Right, so I'm gonna move that a bit and get that. And see, this is what I was talking about the interesting problem with the telegraph pole. Lots of other people have taken off the collisions on this map for these bits. I kind of like the challenge of working my way around them, which we should be able to do here fairly easily. I mean, I'm not. There we go. And if I can get this into position here, what I'll do is I'll set that off with the hired worker again. We'll just run over here. Hopefully catch him before he turns around at the end. I'm not sure though. Oh, I think we'll be lucky. Yeah, he's already made it to the end. All we can do is block him from completing his turn. There we go. Filling it up. Very quickly. I mean, this thing unloads really astoundingly quickly. Now trying to knock me out of the way. That's alright. There we go. We're going to go and tip this trailer and let him continue. And that should make it easier from that point. That's still blocked. I don't think it's got enough headland to turn round in. Yeah, it's blocked by a tree. There we go. We shall let that keep going. I think we might... we will see where we are when we get back to the field. I wonder how far our cultivator's got. So we might just check in on that when we finish. And sort of, yeah, bookend with how our cultivator is handling things. We will be back on potatoes again next episode. Finishing off this field. We might even time-lapse the rest of it. We have a great demand for wood chips as well by the looks of things now. And we do have a trailer full of wood chips, so we might go and sort that. Maybe see if we can get this tractor and the potato harvester working on course plate, which would be quite cool. I'll pull this down and head back to the field. But I'm glad we got the potatoes started. I'm pleased with that, and it's going well. So we'll leave that there for a moment and head over here and have a look. Where is our cultivator? There he is. So he is. He's not too far into the field. I don't know what speed, whether he's going at a decent speed or not. It is a 6-meter cultivator, but it's only rated. It's rated at 180 horsepower. It's a libretto, I think, is how you pronounce that. Ah, I see what's happened. He's working at a 6 or 3 meter width. So I will adjust that and get that sorted. But for now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.